Welcome to the MLMsuccess.com podcast, the show designed to return the network marketing industry to its roots of personal growth, leadership development, and wisdom of the ages success principles. We share with you real success stories from real people that we hope will inspire and encourage you personally and help you progress forward in your business and your life. We believe if you build people, people will build the business. Now here is your host, who has been called the number one mind in network marketing, the MLM Prophet, network marketing virtual mentor, and a host of other names that we will not mention because this is a family show. Frankly, he's just a small town guy that figured out that the real product in network marketing is people. Dale Calvert.
Ladies and gentlemen, the most important question you can ask yourself at the end of every single day is how many leads for my product or my opportunity, either one, but how many leads did I create today? That's it. There is nothing more important. Nothing more important. If you're not asking yourself that, and if you're not in a consistent rhythm of creating leads for your business and new contacts on a daily, weekly, monthly basis, what are you thinking? What are you thinking? I mean, honestly, what are you thinking? That's the game. X number of people contacted equals your reasons fulfilled. And I'm more than ever trying to wrap my brain around what people really are thinking. And I realize there's a lot of people that are just involved in network marketing. And I've said this 1,000 times because they like hanging out with network marketers more than the ladies at choir practice or some other social group. And I get that, and that's fine. I believe that for most people, it's really a question of fear. And I go back and I can remember back in the day when I had 11 people that left messages on my voicemail that had responded to my little junky thrifty nickel ad that wanted to talk to me about my opportunity. And I can remember these people want to talk to me. They have responded to my ad and still having telephone fear. Or what if they're going to ask something that I don't know how to answer, or, before you get into a rhythm. But once you how long should it take to get into a rhythm? How long should it take to know when this happens, this is what I do, and this is what I do, and this is what I do. This is my play one. This is my play two. And if any questions come up that I don't know the answer to, and this is something I had to come to the conclusion, and it really helped me to understand that it's okay to say, you know what, I don't know the answer to that, but I can find out for you. And I guess for me, a lot of this, the longer you're in this, the more you realize that when I say this, people don't think I mean it, but I so mean it. And that is that you don't want most of the people that you're talking to. You don't want them because they're going to join and they're going to have visions of grandeur. But then when it comes time to start, the start stops most people. And yes, I've seen people that have hung around in mediocrity and being very stagnant, and then something clicks and they go on a run like you wouldn't believe. And that can happen. And I don't know if people have to, and then I look back at myself and it's like, Dale, don't be so hard on people. But because look at yourself, man, you were so inconsistent your first 3 years, go to an event, get fired up, go work for a couple of weeks and then lose all your steam, and then go drive to Columbus, Ohio and go to another event and get fired up and lose all your steam. You were an emotional yo-yo when you started as well, until you heard Jim Rohn. And you heard something that Jim Rohn had said that you'd heard 1,000 times on audio talking about the parable of the sower. And you know, if you've ever heard this podcast, I talk about it all the time, that's the audio that you have to get from your head to your heart. You have to get it from your head to your heart, where you can get up every single day and make getting through the numbers fun. Make it fun. Make it a magnificent adventure. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. X number of people contacted equals reasons fulfilled. And just be fascinated by the ignorance that you will encounter on a daily basis. Just be fascinated. Wish people well and keep on getting through the numbers, because some will, some won't. Somebody's waiting. And so what? You know, I was talking to a guy yesterday, day before, and he's talking about how this is such a relationship business, and you have to build relationships with people before you're ever going to be able to sponsor them in your business, and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. And I was in one of those situations where, you know, I didn't want to upset this guy. I didn't want to argue with him. I really didn't want to even spend any more time on the phone with him, but I 1,000% disagree with that philosophy. 1,000%. Network marketing prospecting is not about developing relationships. If people join you because they know you, like you, and trust you, they are joining you for the wrong reason. Network marketing recruiting is about finding the right people at the right time in their life. That's how you win. That's how you win. Because when they join, if the timing's right, they're going to be ready to take action. If they join you because you've always supported them and you've always been so nice to them, so they're going to join you so they can be closer friends. That's not what we call business. You're looking for the right people at the right time in your life. X number of people contacted equals reasons fulfilled. And, you know, I have in the last, couple of weeks, especially, we're testing multiple different lead generation methods that we'll be rolling out to our team over the next year. And a lot of these I've used in the past, some I've never used. And it's been really exciting because we're creating a lot of leads, and it's been fun for me. It's just fun. I mean, every morning I get up, how many leads do I have? And some days it's 0. One day last week it was 7. We had 11 one day. Some days it's 2 or 3. But I also know the people on my team that are buying into this whole philosophy. I mean, really buying into it at a level that they've never bought into it before. They're creating leads too. And that's the culture that has to be created in today's network marketing environment. Is people that just understand the most important thing I can ask myself at the end of every day is, how many leads did I create? And say, well, Dale, I don't know what to do. Well, then you need to find out what to do, because all of a sudden you aren't going to magically wake up one day and be a network marketing lead generation expert. It requires some training. It requires some focus. You know, you can't try to build your network marketing every other Thursday. It takes consistent daily action. Go back and listen to the podcast I did about there's no such thing as a part-time network marketing business. And again, there's some of you, this profession is just not for you, and that's okay. Find what it is. Find what is for you. Find what turns you on, gets you excited, gets you motivated. I love network marketing because the real product is people. And it gives you the opportunity, individuals the opportunity, it gives me the opportunity to make a huge impact in the lives of other people. And the ripple effect that can come through that, through their kids and their grandkids and so on. It's just been more than I could have ever imagined. I'm so appreciative of this business model for that. But network marketing has come lazy. The profession is lazy. They have a sense of entitlement just because they've been around 3 years. And, you you've got to work and you've got to get focused. And the thing that you have to work on and the thing that you have to get focused on is generating new prospects for your product, for your service, or for your opportunity. And to think anything other than that is delusional. Is delusional. To thy own self be true. I mean, right now we have about in our team training site, we have about 11 different ways, I think, maybe more than that, for people to create leads for their business based around our product and opportunity. We will have 20 or 30, 40 before it's said and done. But you have to get into a rhythm and you have to get your business launched and you have to understand the numbers to really fulfill your upside potential. You have to. And a lot of you are doing it, but look at your team. What are they doing? Well, Dale, they're on all my conference calls and they're on auto ship, so they're good. No, they're not. They joined you because they have goals, reasons. There's some reason they joined you. There's some area of their life that they wanted to improve financially. And it's your responsibility as a leader to help them come to grips with that which will move their business forward. Come to grips with that which will move their business forward. I talked about a couple weeks ago, or maybe last week, our upline doing the nightly Zooms where they're all just meeting for an hour and doing outreach. And I think that's phenomenal. And I look at the people on our team that are participating, and I'm so glad that they are, because I see leads coming through those people. And I see other people on our team that should be participating and aren't, and I have to stop and ask why. Why? And again, I've had a lot of heart-to-heart conversations with a lot of people on our team. And, for some people, it just is maybe fear. It's just fear. And, false evidence appearing real. And, that fight, flight, or freeze syndrome. And see, that's a whole nother area that people need to deal with before they even start any kind of business, much less a network marketing business. When I started, I had to kind of deal with all that, all the mindset stuff, plus trying to create leads. And I was kind of trying to do it all at the same time. And it worked out over a period of time. But it all comes down to accepting what we know to be facts. See, anytime you feel fear, you have to, rewire that, rethink about that. How did you get to a place of fear? Well, I have to pick up this phone. I got 9 people I'm supposed to follow up with. Well, if you have nothing to lose by trying and a great deal to gain if successful, by all means try. Do it now. I've said that to myself 1,000 times. Why did I do all this? And again, I see the frustration and the heartache that so many network marketers are in, the place that they're in, because intellectually they know better, but emotionally they're all bound up. And it's like, why did they put themselves in this situation? And more importantly, why did they stay in this situation? I believe if you're listening to this podcast and I'm talking about you, the only reason you're still listening is because you can break through and break out. I think those that do not have the ability to break through and break out do not have the ability to listen to this type of training / information for any extended period of time. Napoleon Hill said, what the mind can conceive and believe it can achieve. And I have to believe that people that listen, that know that they're bound up, that know that they still have fears that they have to conquer, but also believe that they can. And for you people, for those of you that I might maybe describing, I would just say, quit thinking about it. Act as if it is so. Act as if it is so. I mean, get up one day and say, today I will resist all fear for one day. One day, today I will resist all fear. When it pops in, I'm going to talk right back to it, put it in its place, and keep on doing what I know to do. Doing what I know that will move my life and my business forward. So you have to get real with that. You can't let fear and the emotions yank you around every single day. You control your day. You control your self-talk. You control your thought. You control your fear. So if everybody understands that's hearing me, and I believe you do, that X number of people contacted equals reasons fulfilled, and the most important question you can ask yourself at the end of each day is, how many leads did I create? And you're not in a rhythm like the 1 hour a night club that are doing that, or you're not doing it on your own and consistently in that rhythm. You have to stop and ask yourself, what are you doing? What are you doing? And if you're a social club member, cool. Admit it. Enjoy it. Don't listen to my podcast and keep on doing what you're doing, and more power to you, really. Sincerely. That's fine. But if you really want to build a legacy income, if you really want to make an impact for future generations, and you feel like you've got the right opportunity where the stars have lined up for you, and you see it, and you understand it, and you believe that the opportunity is real and it's there for you, then your long-term success depends upon not in finding the right people, but in becoming the right person. Becoming the right person. So you can set the example for other people. I hope I've said something here that has caused you to stop and think a little bit. It's not like I haven't been talking about all of this for many, many years, but you never know when people are going to hear it. I mean, really hear it. This business is, I've had so much fun in the last couple of weeks. I've contacted a lot of different people, a lot of different ways, testing multiple lead generation methods. And it's just fun. It's fun sponsoring people, getting rid of people. And it's really, I'll end it with this, because this has been the most unbelievable thing for me. It's like I've had so many people that have responded, and then they have the attitude like, okay, close me on the deal. Talk me into it. Tell me why I should join your team. Close me. I'm waiting for you to close me. I've been closed 22 other times in the last 9 years. Close me on your deal. And they don't know, because with me, it's like, tell me why you would be a good member of our team. And I live there. I believe it. Everybody that I'm talking to, my thought is this somebody that's really worth spending time, energy, and effort with? Because if they've been in 22 things in the last nine years, unless they're willing to get real teachable and forget all the crap that they've been taught, no. I would rather not have them, sincerely. It's like, I had a guy last week kept talking about his blog, and he's a great blogger, and he's been, and I said, finally, I said, Mr. James, I said, I'm just curious, how many leads did your blog create for you last month? You could have heard a pin drop. I had another guy talking about, I really know how to brand myself, and I've done a really good job, and he had some crazy nickname. He said, everybody calls me crazy nickname. That wasn't crazy nickname, but I'm not going to say it because I don't want to offend anybody. But everybody calls me crazy nickname and blah, blah, blah. And I said, awesome. I said, he said, I've been in the business. He said, I've been in the business for longer than you have been. He said, I've been in this business 50 years. I said, awesome. How long you been full time? Well, I've never gotten full time, but I've been in it and I know about it. And it's like, I just want to wake up. If you continue to do what you've always done, you're going to continue to get what you've always got. Period. End of story. It doesn't matter that you have the greatest compensation plan that we've ever seen, a product based upon science. It doesn't matter if you approach everything the way you've always approached it. Maybe now's the time to take it up a level. Maybe now's the time to say, you know what? This guy's helped over 200 people create six-figure incomes on his personal team in the past. He says he's going to double that in the future. Maybe I should plug into what he's doing and what he's saying. Maybe. I don't know. It's not personal to me. It is not to me. I know how to win this game, and I'm willing to do what's necessary to win the game. As long as it's legal, ethical, and moral, I can outwork anybody. And I'm willing to do that. I'm willing to do that. So, what are you willing to do to get where you want to go? You know, we're talking about an hour a day. That's minimal in today's network marketing environment, because today we have to go through more people than we ever have in the history of network marketing. And we got to deal with a lot of people that have been hanging around 10, 12 years. And just because they've been in doesn't mean they've ever accomplished anything. And a lot of these people think they know a lot more than they do. And maybe they have a lot of knowledge, but that knowledge is on ice. They've never taken that knowledge into the marketplace and produced results with it. You don't get paid for how many books you read. It's what you take from those books and implement in the marketplace determines your income. Somebody told me last week, Dale, I've been following you for 30 years. And what I'm honestly thinking, and you know, you should be further along than you are. And see, I'm just being honest. And not that they're bad people, but I'm saying if there's a disconnect, figure it out now. Figure it out while you can. And challenge yourself every day to get through more people and figure out how to get that done. Because at the end of every day, the most important question a network marketer can ask themselves is, how many leads did I create today? Thanks for listening, guys. This is Dale Calvert. We'll talk to you next week on another session of the MLM Success Podcast.
If you haven't gone over to iTunes yet and rated and left this podcast a review, what are you waiting for? At Calvert Marketing Group, we want to spend our time on the projects that we know are providing the most value for our clients and customers. You leaving us a review and feedback on iTunes is something that helps us more than you realize. And more importantly, it helps others like you find us. So if you've not taken the time to rate this podcast, please go over to iTunes and do that for us now. It will only take a couple of minutes out of your busy schedule. Work harder on yourself than you do on your business, and we will be back next week with another inspiring success story, wisdom of the ages training, or answers to your questions.